Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me see here, man. Welcome to another edition of Ghana Local Sports being brought to you by CL Management, DV Tracksuits, and big shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let me see if this thing is going to work today. As y'all know, I'm always experimenting with this, so hopefully this is going to work just fine. But if it doesn't work fine, we'll find a workaround around this shit, you know? Shawa was good. Frontline was good with you. Okay, the chat is working this time. Last time I went live, it didn't want to work at all, man. And that was some weird shit that was going on with it. But we got it figured out now, man. And as y'all can see, I think I got this program, this software figured out a little bit better. So I'm able to, adjust my graphics. I'm Puerto Rican, so I figured let me put the palm trees, in the background and all that. I figured out how to have this thing without my camera on, but even if I do turn my camera on, look, I got a circle, man. Like, you can change all kind of things around here. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody knows what I look like, so it shouldn't be a big deal when I got my camera off. It's just sometimes it's easier to concentrate on the live, and when I'm speaking, it's a little bit more easier to speak when the camera's off because everybody knows what I look like. You know what I'm saying? It's just easier for me to get my shit off, man, off my chest and stuff like that, man. And I know everybody's been watching, everything happening from the beginning until now with the Benavidez versus David Morrell press conference, the open workout and the pushing and the shoving, and and a lot of people like to kind of like predict who's gonna win based on something like this. I'm not one of those, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of those that's gonna pick it apart and be what's going on, Mr. Shelton. Whether somebody's nervous or not, or if this kind of tipped me to pick such and such or such and such. I don't look at it like that, but I do get entertained by the situation. And on this specific situation, a lot of things caught my attention that normally, man, when it comes to something like this, I don't really put a lot of weight on it, man. The fight deserves more hype, absolutely, man. But look, all the talking back and forth, man, and you saw how David Benavidez went to shake his hand, and Morrell didn't want to shake hands with him, and he's in his right not to shake hands with him. Benavidez took it personal. He got upset about it. He pushed David Morrell. David Morrell threw his belt at him, and all that shit went on. I don't know which way to lean because both of them have a different story. They said at the first press conference, man, that Benavidez had disrespected Morrell, and that's why Morrell didn't want to shake his hand. Benavidez says he never disrespected him, man. He went in there to try to shake his hand, and now he felt he was disrespected for my Morrell. So this is what I'm saying, man. There's two sides to the story, and I don't know which one to believe. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of weight into that. But my, oh my, if I don't say this, I will be wrong, right? Did y'all notice how the energy changed when David Benavidez and his team spoke about how the fight was almost not going to happen, right? I don't know, Powerhouse Watson. I doubt it. But y'all notice how the energy changed when the Benavidez team said, hey, man, we was going to call this fight off because they didn't want to agree to VADA testing. And now they're getting tested and shit like that. But did you see how the energy changed from the Morrell side? So it lets me know that I don't know whether to trust David Morrell or not. Because if they haven't been doing this VADA testing and we're protesting against it, you know what I'm saying? And now they finally agreed to it, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise the fight will be off. It kind of lets me know that they ain't been exactly doing everything on the up and up. And it lets me know that they may have juiced here and there or before. The jab jamboree was good with you. I mean, am I wrong to think that way? Because let me tell you something. If I have nothing to hide, and if I've never juiced, I would have never reacted the way that the Morrell team reacted. They reacted like a bunch of guilty parties when the subject of VADA testing was brung up. And that's what really caught my attention in all of this. Why do I say this? Because most of the people that David Morrell has fought has been smarter than him. In this situation, the Benavidez is not going to be smaller than him. And it makes me wonder that they think that they can get some kind of advantage by juicing, right? And then it backfired on them because now Benavidez team's like, hey, we need VADA testing. Dirt Gang Boss was good with you. Act Wayne. Powerhouse Watson, Shawa, Frontline. Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Facts, they got a little too angry for me. Yeah, Power, that's the thing right there, man. And look, I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I try not to put a jacket on them that don't belong on them. But when you react that way, what am I supposed to think? What am I supposed to think, man? It makes me question your entire professional career. A person does not have to test positive for me to question their career. Oh, Dirt Gang, man, it's all good, man. I just been chilling, man. Just been chilling. Act, man, listen, man, Act, I'm just doing a little something. I'm just doing a little something. I ain't gonna be on here, no hour long or nothing like that. I just felt like speaking on this because it was bothering me how shady they were acting. And Victor Conte runs by Victor Conte. Oh, but Victor Conte runs by hey, man, listen, man, they're going to say what they're going to say, Mr. Shelton. They're going to say what they're going to say, man. But all I'm saying is I don't have to have somebody pop dirty for me to question their entire career, because when you act the way you acted the other day when Benavidez brought up the VADA testing, it was a reaction of a guilty party. It was a reaction of somebody like, God damn, man, now I got to agree to this VADA, so I can't put nothing in my system now. I'm not going to be able to juice against Benavidez now, right? That's the part right there that, I like Morrell Jr. I think he has a big chance, but I got Benavidez winning. I'm going to tell y'all something, man, and listen, I don't have a dog in the race, man, because I like both of their styles and shit like that. But I don't like the fact that David Morrell Jr. believes that David Benavidez is RoboCop. That's a very, very bad way to look at Benavidez. His footwork is a little bit better than what he thinks. It's deceiving. His defense is better than what they think. It's also deceiving. His ring IQ is very highly underrated. He sees a lot of things out there. You got to understand that his defense, I'm going to tell you why his defense is underrated. A person that's fighting off of his back foot and always moving to his back, their defense is going to look more phenomenal, right, than a person that's actually fighting off his front foot, applying the pressure. So what I'm trying to say is his defense is actually good. If you sit there and watch film on David Benavidez, he's fighting off his front foot. He's moving forward, right? And people say he gets hit a lot. Well, when you move forward, you're going to get hit a little more than if you move backwards. But look at how many punches he catches with his gloves. Look how many punches he rolls away from. Kano, not to get my get at my primo, the dude that he fought before he went to 175 said Morrell did not do testing either. I don't think Morrell Jr. is a better boxer than Andre, so I got Benavidez by KO, but Morrell does have more power than Andre. He really started improving his footwork for Boo Andre. He keeps his hands up too. Yes, all of these are valid points, man. But I've always told people that David Benavidez has a defense on him. It's just that it's not going to look Mayweather-like. You know what I'm saying? He's a big, good dude that fighting off his front foot. He's applying pressure. He's coming at you. The reaction Team Morrell had was crazy work. Yeah, man. And like you said, Mr. Shelton, if it's a where did it go? I saw you write it in here earlier. If David Morrell only has a beans of a gram and wins, is not cheating. That's what they're gonna say. Now we all know that popping dirty is popping dirty, man. I don't care who it is. I just wish people would stop. And Mr. Shelton, I know why you're saying it, and you're absolutely correct. This is the narrative that these other folks want to push. We know better. We know better. Because we all know had the shoe been on the other foot, they would have crucified somebody like Haney. Right? Oh, I don't care if it was a dot. Haney cheated. Haney cheated. You know they would have did it. There would have been a billion videos about that. But since it was Ryan Garcia that got popped, you know, they want to make it act like it ain't nothing. That's just the way it is, man. You know, and the same thing's going to happen, man. If Morrell popped dirty, he's dirty, period. I don't think it's going to help him either way. He seems nervous, Powerhouse Watson. I don't put too much into that, but he, you know, basically what he was telling, basically I'm gonna break it down in a nutshell. What's going on, K-Rod? What he was saying was that David Benavidez is gonna need 20 Cubans with him to even have a shot at beating him. That's what he said. Yeah, you're going to need more than one or two Cubans that you're sparring with. You're going to need 20 on your side and that, and all that shit is basically what he was going down and saying, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's all that was to it, man. I've been asking all my, yep. Like that background, I need to go on vacation. Yeah, man. Hey, it's good to see you, K-Rod, man, by the way, man. K-Rod, did you watch what's going on, Eric? K-Rod, did you watch the man? Listen, man, let me do this because I know, and this is for anybody that wants to talk their shit. You know, I'm gonna do that because I really, you know, K-Rod I haven't seen in a long time, so you know, he's one of those guys that likes to get on the panels, man, and give his thoughts on shit. So I'm gonna give him that opportunity. If anybody else wants to talk about it as well, you can. I don't plan to be on here long and shit. You know what I'm saying? But let me go ahead and throw that little link up there and shit, man. Just in case anybody wanted to give their 2 cents on this David Morrell situation, man, the way he reacted with the VADA accusations and the VADA testing and the nervous energy. And I didn't see David Benavidez nervous at all. I didn't get that from Benavidez, man. And the other thing that people are not taking into account, man, Benavidez has been boxing for about 25 years. It ain't like bro, it ain't like Benavidez has seen it all. He knows he's fought damn near every style. Is what people don't get. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to remember, he fought somebody like Caleb Plant, who's a boxer, right? He fought somebody like Demetrius Andrade, who's a boxer with some pop, right? So what I'm trying to figure out is, what is David Morrell going to bring different than them, other than the puncher's chance, because he does hit harder than both Caleb Plant and Boo Boo Andrade. I really do believe he does hit harder than them, but at the same token, I believe that Benavidez has a good enough chin to withstand that and give him that accumulative type of punishment that he likes to put on people, because that's really what happened here. Oh, I don't know what happened here. Shit. Okay. Whoa. Do we got? Oh, there he is. Okay. I was wondering what I was doing here, man. Hey, I'm new to this software, K Rod. So, this is my Restream IO and shit. So it's not StreamYard. So I was getting kind of used to it. So sorry, man. I didn't bring you in a little quicker. But yeah, did you see the whole thing unfold, man?
Honestly, I haven't seen it, but I heard that there was like a lot of commotion going on between David Morrell and David Benavidez, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm excited for it. Like I hope David Morrell can get the victory, but I think David Benavidez, he looks to be like the bigger threat in this fight. I just don't know, but I think it's going to be a very good fight. And David Morrell, he needs to be really disciplined in this fight. He needs to start using his fundamentals and not just going in trying to go for like a knockout. I will say, however, David Benavidez falls victim to counter jabs. So if Morrell can utilize that to his advantage, similar to if you look at the Ronald Gavril fight, Gavril did the same exact thing to him. Gavril, he's not like the biggest punchers out of all punchers, but if I was fighting David Benavidez, I would do the same exact thing, because David Benavidez, he falls victim to leaving his like he falls victim to leaving himself wide open when he's trying to pressure you. And if you can basically slow down his mobility and leave him open for traps, I would say that's the perfect way to beat David Benavidez. But don't be fooled, Benavidez has really good pressure and he knows exactly how to break you down. Um, and I think when it comes to David Morrell, he needs to not trade with David Benavidez. I would just box for the first 8 rounds, and then when it gets to the championship level rounds, then you start walking him down slowly, because David Benavidez, he can get tired late game, but he doesn't showcase it a lot because he's really good at pressuring you, because his offense is his defense. And if you're able to find those holes out of David Benavidez's game, he can he can slowly wear himself out. And I think
Let
that's
me, let
what
me, let
David
me, let
Morrell.
me let me interject a little bit. And I hate to disagree with you, man, but I don't think David Benavidez gets tired. I think that's what David Benavidez actually did to Caleb Plant.
Oh,
He started applying pressure from the 6th round on and started wearing Plant down. So I don't think that's gonna work. But Sister Shawa, I see you in the building. What's up?
What's going on, big bro? Hey, crowd.
God, I can't call
hey,
it.
how's
What
it
you think
going?
about that whole situation with Nevada? How he got all, his whole team just got kind of, defensive.
It's kind of upsetting because I've been wanting this fight ever since he almost killed that guy. What was his name? You remember?
Ah,
Morrell almost killed that guy.
oh yeah. I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking
Oh,
about. What?
that's the Kazakhstani dude. Um,
Yeah, I've been wanting that fight since then, and everybody's like, "Oh no, no, this fight's not gonna. They're not gonna fight." Yeah, now here it is. I agree with Crowd in the fact that the way Morrell has. First of all, okay, yeah, I'm a little pissed and I'm upset with Morrell, and it's making me question when you go look at that fight and some of the power he was having. Were you juicing? I'm questioning that now. But I do think if he's proves to be clean, that would be the way to attack it, to box him, because I went to that Plant fight and I love I love Caleb Plant. That was the wrong to sit up there and in his space and and fight with David like that. And we know how Plant's tank was. He did better this last fight with McCombie, but yeah, keep your distance and box till the late rounds, and then put the pressure that we know Morrell can on. I agree, Greg. I like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
K
Oh,
Rod, they be beating you up with that crowd and shit. That's
Oh, my bad.
but talk good, man. K is his first initial for Kieran. His last name is Rodriguez, and that's what it is, K Rod. It's all good, man. Hey, I'm just trying to,
My bad.
I'm just trying to help him out. But like, hey, everybody does it to him. BFTB, everybody does it to him, and I try to be like, yo, that's Kieran Rodriguez, that's K Rod. But it's all good. It's all good. But what do you got to say about what I said about that though? Because initially I would have agreed with you, K Rod, but what I
yeah.
saw it was Plant was opposite of what you think would work, because he was boxing with Caleb and was getting out boxed. He said, you know what? I'm gonna just hang out and box and shit until the 6th or 7th round, and then I'm gonna start working and doing my work, which is what I could see him doing against Morrell as well. Being patient and conserving that energy for that back half of the fight. So I don't look, anything is possible. It is boxing, but I don't see Benavidez making the mistake of blowing his load, so to say, in the first half. I don't see that.
Yeah, I have no contention up against that argument. I just think David Benavidez, like every fight that I see out of him, he likes to be very like aggressive early, and I think he basically makes like the fight more more competitive on his end, where he finds those little things to break you, and then as the fight wears on, he finds his rhythm. And I think, in my mind, how you beat that is that you have to slow the guy down, and you have to make him feel uncomfortable, and make him question about what he's doing. And I was trying to use that example with like the Ronald Gabriel fight, where he was kind of basically exerting his pressure way too much. And I think if somebody like David Morrell can do that to him to find those holes out of his game, that could be a potential style to beat David. But I'm in full like I'm in full agreement with your previous statement that David Benavidez, he's a really good pressure fighter, and he knows exactly what he needs to do to break you down heading into the later rounds in order to be victorious.
Now, Morrell does have an opportunity now, and I don't know if y'all will agree with me or not. I think Morrell has to hit him with something, something that's going to make David think twice of just coming in reckless like he normally does. He gonna have to get hit with something that's gonna check his attitude a little bit. You know what I'm getting at, man? Maybe not something that's gonna knock him down, but woo, shit, man. I don't know if I want to go back in there just yet. You know what I'm talking about?
Before those later rounds.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing for him to show some strength, but just don't get caught in there. Kyron Davis and Plant. I think they both, and of course Breadman's the tie there. I think they both actually did good boxing him. I was on a show one time where Breadman was there. That fight changed for Plant in like round 5 or 6 when he was it a headbutt when he got cut?
Yeah, what it was that might have been part of it, but what I saw was on the 6th round, Benavidez landed a punch that landed in the back of Plant's head. It wasn't intentional at all, it was
It
accidental,
changed the fight.
but it changed the fight. Yes,
Yeah,
it was
and with Kyron, I thought he boxed very well throughout that whole fight. And the thing, like you said with Benavidez, he don't get tired, and he is gonna press you. He'll let you punch on him. Morrell gotta show some strength before them later rounds, but just I would box and conserve as much as I can. and then in the later rounds, then put that full pressure on him. I also wanted to ask y'all, what did y'all think about him in the hot rod fight? I did not like the way he looked. He looked novice.
Yeah, like I'm like I thought David Morello didn't look that good. I thought Kalajic, if he had more power with his punches, he definitely would have hurt him a lot easier. Um, to me, it seems like he's not supposed to be at 175 because I want to say David Morrell, he doesn't possess like the same power compared to 168. But I just think like style wise, he's not being technically responsible and he's not utilizing any like setups like with his shots. So therefore, I would think that's like a huge red flag to look at if you're David Morrell, knowing that if you're not going to fix that up heading into the tougher fights, I think that's going to lead him to getting punished a lot easier.
Man, you know what? Powerhouse Watson made another good point. I forgot about that body shot. Yeah, that body shot changed the fight too for Plant. It could have been three different things. It could have either been what you said, Shawa, that shot to the back that was accidental, or that body shot. It could have been one of those three because those happened within the fourth to sixth round.
Yeah, it was a headbutt too or something because that's when he started bleeding real bad.
Right.
Yeah, dang.
What I was gonna say though, what K-Rod was talking, you're talking about Morrell's last fight. I actually felt that was either a draw or I thought Morrell actually lost that fight. The thing about it is they weren't gonna give that fight to the other guy. Come on, we know this. When it's close like that, I'm looking at it as a unbiased person, and I'm judging it at my home. I had the other guy edge it out, but it wasn't no robbery because there was a lot of swing rounds in there. You hear what I'm saying? And when it's close like that, they're gonna give that to Morrell, which I'm okay with because now we're getting this fight. You know what I'm saying? And the Karan Davis, let me go ahead and go to Karan Davis's defense. He got that fight on short notice, one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And two, he's really a 160 pounder. Let's be real.
He did good though.
So I thought he did hella good.
He did real good. But like 2 weeks notice.
All the, looking all the circumstances, I thought he did great, man. And he's looking like he's about to get another title shot here soon anyway. He's on his way to be a title, to win a title. And I think he could do it. I mean, he's already faced the worst of the worst, I think they're going to probably end up putting him against Janibek.
Oh, nice. I can't wait for that fight.
That's probably what they're going to end up doing, man. I mean, he's should be fighting somebody else, but I know the politics of boxing. They're not going to put him in with the other individual, and they're going to want to push him towards Janibek. I see it already. They so shady, Shawa. I just be seeing too much.
It's somebody I wanted to fight Janibek, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that one, to be honest.
I don't want to put anything on this because I think this do what I do want to clear up though. I do look at David Morrell differently, the way he reacted to the VADA testing. But what I will say is it got caught early enough to where it shouldn't be a factor in this fight. He should be clean now because he knows what's at stake. He knows he's going to be tested. So I don't believe he's going to go in there juiced up and then just pop dirty after. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe he's that stupid to do that. So hopefully we get a clean fight so we can get a clear winner and we don't have any bullshit from this. Joe Townsend was good with you. Eric O was good with you. E. Ortiz, DP Rocker, man. People coming in. Hey, salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming through here, man. I mean, we're almost done. Shawa, you need to tell people where to find you. Let them know what you're doing on your channel and all that, because I think, no, I don't think I know you're doing a great job. I just believe that more people need to hear what you're doing over there because it's a breath of fresh air because it's different. You know what I'm getting at? It's like a little bit different. You're doing things your way, and I like that.
Always will. Thank you, first of all. On my channel, should be Shawalaya. I know my name is funny characters and stuff, but spell it like it sounds. What I really am looking to do is kind of more on the side of like a film study or talking about the mechanics of what I see. Highlighting fighters that we don't talk about because that's really what I'm into. I like some of the regular guys, but I like guys that we're not really talking about. And ultimately, maybe having like female panels breaking down what we see and doing film study with them. That's what my channel is. I'm gearing it towards, and some social commentary. Yeah, that's it.
I got you. I'm about to put your link in the chat right now. I just did that. That's her channel right there.
Thank you, big bro. I appreciate that.
Oh,
K Rod.
that's how we roll. K-Rod, let us know what you got going on. I ain't seen you. I haven't seen you in a long time, so I don't know what you have going on, to be honest with you. So, you know.
Yeah, I've just been working a lot. Yeah, for anybody that wants to find me, my YouTube channel name is KROS7435. Just type it on the YouTube search. I mostly do a lot of sports, gaming content. From time to time, I can sometimes get some sports interviews for boxing that I try to get a hold of, but I don't normally do that. But in the future, I do go out to boxing like events to work with media from time to time. But
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you go to events? Have you ever bumped into me?
yeah. Yeah.
Yes, K-Rod has bumped into me at one of these events. Yes.
Yeah, like I had a very, very good night that time frame.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just the final is yeah, like I just mostly do like a whole mix of content, and I don't really do much, but in the future, like I will be coming out with more content to keep expanding. But for anybody that wants to come and find me, just search it up on YouTube, and yeah, that's about it. And I appreciate you, Kano, for having me on.
All right, appreciate you stopping by, man. Hey, shit, that's how we do, man. But yeah, man, and just in closing and shit like that, man, I can't wait for that fight. I think it's gonna be a very entertaining fight. Like I said, I'm hoping that now that the hand has been forced, that we get damn, I didn't pin that damn. Hold on, man. I'm over here slipping. Pin message. There you go. I know I'm almost ending it, but Shawa's link is pinned in the top, man. That's in case anybody watches the replay or something. At least the link will be up there pinned, and they'll be able to find that real soon, you know, and easily. And hopefully they'll go subscribe to her and, you know, go listen to her chop it up, man. I'm proud of her, man, and I'm proud of everybody that's actually putting in this work and shit, man, because it's good to see the growth, man, within everybody, man. And that's what I'm all about, man. I'm always about watching people grow, man, and shit. So, you know, that is what it is, man. But I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Y'all already know I don't like staying on too long and anything like that. Yeah, it will be a firefight so long as Morrell does the right thing. I'm telling y'all, I do have Benavidez winning this fight, but you know, like I said, I don't have a dog in the race, but I just feel as though Benavidez has more experience. I think he's gonna know what to do with a style like Morrell because he's already seen styles like that. It just comes to the point where is he gonna, you know, he's gonna get clipped. You know, Benavidez is gonna get clipped by one of those hard shots. I just want to know how he's gonna take it, and if he takes it and keeps coming forward, Morrell is done. I'm telling you right now, if Morrell hits him with his best shot and Benavidez just smiles at him and starts walking forward, man, you can cancel Christmas. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And it's probably going to be an ugly night for Morrell then. I mean, we can't overlook the fact that Benavidez, with the accumulation of punches that he throws, he does throw a lot of good body shots, man. And he starts emptying that tank on Morrell. I believe he can stop Morrell. I really do believe that can happen. You know, so, you know, that's where I'm at with it, man. And like I said, I'm going to try to do a little bit better, man. And do a little more content, come live a little bit more, maybe short, quick hits like this, 30, 35 minutes long, and try to work my way back into a rhythm because, ever since my old channel got taken from me, man, my energy hasn't been the same, and I shouldn't let that affect my energy. But it's kind of like, human nature is like, it's not that easy not let it affect you. So it affected me to the point where I don't have the same energy to come on here and do it every day like I was doing before. But I got to work on that, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take baby steps, and work on coming back a little bit more consistent. And shit, hopefully, for the ones that fuck with me, hopefully y'all keep coming around here and fucking with me, smashing the like button and all that other good stuff. And y'all already know this is brought to you by CL Management, DV Tracksuits. Shout out to the mighty LDBC, Kano Local TV. Bro, y'all already know we